Guardians of Dominion, Zeus reporting. Cosmic battle is live, and most players are entering it with the wrong answers. I found two team structures that punish the current field in very different ways, but one detail decides when each one wins. Watch this carefully. Today Cosmic Battle is live, and I want to share two teams that worked for me very well in this event. The first team I want to show you is Qing Mao, Kira, Sebastian, Lara Croft, and Aiden. This is the first variation of the setup, and in my opinion, it is the more stable version because Aiden supports Qing Mao very well, and that allows Qing Mao to stay on the battlefield longer. In this team, Kira and Lara Croft are your main damage dealers, while Sebastian increases their offensive power. At the same time, Qing Mao benefits a lot from dodge. When she dodges incoming physical attacks, she gains energy faster and uses her ultimate more often. That is very important, because each time she does that, she activates her armor penetration artifact, and that gives Lara Croft and Kira the support they need to deal much more effective damage. So even though Qing Mao is standing in front, she is also helping the entire damage structure of the team work better. Now, that is the first variation as I mentioned, but the second variation of this same team is more dangerous and more aggressive. Instead of Aiden, I use Iris. The rest of the team stays the same, so the logic of the composition does not change, but Iris adds a completely different level of pressure. What Iris brings is her skill Otherworldly Creature. When the creature appears, it damages all enemies, and with every bite the damage increases. Since the creature moves from the backline toward the front line, the first hero in line usually takes the heaviest punishment. That is why, with Iris in this setup, tanks often die very quickly. This version is especially useful when you see two tanks in the enemy team or when you face a mirror teams, because it is a faster variation that can break through the front line much more efficiently and remove key targets before the battle slows down. The third variation of this setup is using Isaac instead of Kira. So the team becomes Qing Mao, Isaac, Sebastian, Lara Croft, and Aiden. I use this version when fighting magic teams. Because of Isaac, teams built around strong magic heroes like Orion, Krista, or Aurora can be punished much more easily. This is my anti-magic variation, and it gives you a much safer option when the opponent relies heavily on magic damage. Of course, you do not have to apply all three variations, but I would say the most important ones are the basic variation and the anti-magic variation, because together they cover a wider range of enemy setups. Now let's move to the second team, which I used to counter Qing Mao and Lara Croft teams. The team composition is Aurora with Cain, Krista, Orion, Lars, and Helios. Here, the pet setup is not the most important part, but you can use Merlin with Krista, and for Helios you can go with Axel or Biscuit. The main idea behind this team is very simple. Since Lyria is one of the banned heroes, there is no hero available that can fully shut down Aurora in the same way. That gives Aurora much more freedom in this cosmic battle. On top of that, when you are trying to deal with Lara Croft, Kira, or any hero supported by Sebastian and critical hit mechanics, Helios becomes a key hero in the matchup. He is the one who can punish critical hits the hardest. You can see in many battles that Helios is able to kill Lara Croft or Kira very quickly, and in many cases he can also eliminate Qing Mao within the first 20 seconds of the fight. That is exactly why this second team works so well against Qing Mao teams and Lara Croft teams. It has the tools to survive the pressure and then punish those physical damage dealers very hard. So this second team is an excellent option if your goal is to counter Qing Mao and Lara Croft lineups. But there is one important warning here: do not attack teams that have Isaac in their composition, because Isaac can disrupt this magic-based setup too much and turn the fight against you. So the main takeaway is simple: in this cosmic battle, you do not need one team for everything, you need the right variation for the right matchup. The Qing Mao, Sebastian, Lara Croft core gives you strong offensive options, whether you want more stability with Aiden, more pressure with Iris, or better control against magic with Isaac. And on the other side, the Aurora, Krista, Lars, Orion, and Helios team gives you a very strong answer to Ching Mao and Lara Croft setups, as long as you stay careful around Isaac. Now I want to hear from you. Which team worked best for you in this cosmic battle, and have you found any other strong counters that players should test? Drop your experience in the comments, because sharing ideas like this helps the whole community stay one step ahead. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you do not miss my next Hero Wars strategy breakdown. Stay sharp, Guardians of Dominion. The players who adapt faster are the ones who win harder.